Hello, welcome to another episode of Bryce Talkshow. Hope you enjoyed this video, and yes, this is with my new microphone that I'm recording. It's the smallest little microphone. Say hello to this little microphone, everybody. Look how small he is. He's a small little guy. I told you I got him for Christmas this year, and I still have my big one, but I think this one is cool because it's really small, but sounds good, and, you know, it's really small. So, I hope y'all have a happy new year. It's the first talk show video of 2022, and I hope you enjoyed the Florida slideshow video I posted yesterday. It was a great thing to make, and a fun time, might I add. Anyway, so I'm going to talk, I'll mention some Florida things too, and I'll mention some other stuff. So, I made that slideshow about Saturday, and, I had a couple hundred pictures at least. And it was about 16 minutes, but worth watching. It was pretty fun to make. Had pictures of everything, and it was quite the fun thing to be at and also do. And so I made it, and it was fun, and yeah. Now, so I'm going to talk about more of Florida. So I also got a lot of things for Christmas. Because we spent Christmas down there. I also, since we were there on the 23rd through the 31st, and I got a boomerang ball, the same one that looks like a grandma's. If you haven't seen that vlog, you should check that out too. And also an Ohio State sweatshirt I wore it on the plane back home. Boo. And I also got Mario Golf, which is a good game. And a lot of this good old stuff. And while I was down there, I did a lot of cool radio recordings from my digital recorder by plugging my digital recorder to the adapter with the headphone jack to my radio, and did some radio recordings from stations in Florida. Well, mainly from Southwest Florida, because you hear a lot of the Southwest FM stations in Florida if you're in Punta Gorda. And for whatever reason, around where I was at, I could really pick up a lot of AM stations, maybe because of too much noise, but I got some recordings from like 102.5 The Bone and 96.9 Wink FM, another great station from Florida, little Latino, because a lot of Latin Espanol down there, so a lot of communities, so there's a lot of stations over there with that. And last day did some little putt-putting, which was fun, and you guys that was close to the end of the video, you saw a picture of me doing some putt-putting. So yeah, it was fun times, and came home and thought, should really be, and I thought, staying down there for New Year's is really great, because I've stayed there for New Year's twice. First in 2020, and then at 2020 to 2021. Actually, it's 2019 to 2020, and then the 2020 to 2021 year. Since I was in Tampa in 2019 to 2020, so But, it was sunny the whole time we were in there. Seasonably warm, unseasonably warm. And, it was pretty nice. I should do a vlog video for that because I have quite some videos too and different stuff. So, that might be in the works. So, yeah. Now let's talk about me and this new phone. I told you I got a new iPhone 13 Pro Max. And I want to talk about that in this video too because, it's been just about a week since I've had it. And there's some things that, I'm going to discuss about it here. Now, as you know, I had the 8 before I got this, which means that I still had the home button. I still had Touch ID. With this, you don't have any of that stuff, but you also get 5G, which is fun, great to get. Although you don't have the home button and Face ID, which I still don't know why Apple thought it was a good idea to do all this stuff. And the battery life on there is kicking. Even if you don't get less out of the phone, the battery life is still perfect though. I could have a full day and still have quite some power on this bad boy. And this capacity too is 256 gigabytes. So my previous phone had 64 gigabytes. I did have my iPad, which had 238, which was what my iPhone 7 did have before I got the 8 2 years ago. So, big differences. For me, I just give up on the Face ID. I don't really think you gotta have it somewhere centered a lot, and half the time it don't work, and then I get mad about it because I have to try to fix it. So I have to try to get it to unlock with that, and a lot of times it doesn't work. So I'm like, screw this, I'm turning it off. And which is kind of great because I like using the usual Touch ID to do everything that I normally would do. Unlocking the device, signing into things, you name it. But on this thing, you got Face ID or passcode. Which, I didn't mind putting in the passcode that much, but, this thing you gotta do it all the time because you that or Face ID. Which, I think is, I don't know. Not too in for that. But, for this device that could hold all this stuff, I got, movies and TV shows downloaded to here, and, could do better off when editing videos and stuff. But other than that, I think it is pretty fine at its best, except for a few things. Have some of the key stuff that you did before, and this is before the iPhone 10 came out, and this is where this trend started. And there's the key of getting used to the device, because there's so much change that happened since the iPhone 8, and you got the 10 that changed it all. That's where it all started, with the start of Face ID and the removing of the, home button, so you gotta swipe up to do all your stuff, which, but I get out and back into stuff pretty fine, but I just think that is crazy. I think crazy. Now, it may be pretty big, but for what it has and all of its had a couple. Mom used my phone to do a couple pictures in Florida, and I had her use it and take some pictures Of course, they did some stuff on their phone that I got from them, but she did use mine to do a few, so that's a nice thing, to know that she did that. Now, the phone has 5G, so it's one of the first phones to have, well, not one of the first, iPhone 12, but my first phone to have 5G capabilities, which is nice, and the speed that thing runs at, and all that stuff. So and I think it sounds kind of the same on the radio. I don't know if I know, but I might go on the radio and see what 5G would sound like on the radio when it interferes with the radio. That'll be something to look into. Anyway. Yeah, but the device is, really cool like that. Sounds great. Already got stuff on it, and so yes. Now, so I think this, might use this to do more recordings and more stuff with it. And what else, everything else I do on a regular basis. And I came home Friday night, as I said before, and was thinking about how crappy it is here, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too breezy, but it was about 52 degrees, 51. Obviously, way different from when I'm down in the good old Florida days. And unpacked it and watched a little Michigan and Georgia football, which Georgia just killed Michigan. Good for them. They beat Ohio State on November playoffs after Thanksgiving, so they should get a loss for that. And then, Saturday, it rained all day, just about a lot of the time. Unpacked most of the stuff. And then also watched State Buckeyes beat Utah, which I thought they were going to end up losing that game because they were getting smoked at the beginning, Utah was kicking, they were fighting, and by the end the game was tied twice. First by Ohio State and then second by Utah, which then made the game 48-45 at the end. So they all fought, to the end, and it came out, Buckeyes beat the Rose Bowl. So, yeah, so it was good. And today we got Browns and Steelers playing. So it's a lot of Ohio weekend. Bengals beat yesterday. Bengals up a game. Did a couple of football yesterday. and also played some Nintendo Switch with my Switch I have, and yeah. So it's a lot of stuff going on with this, and so yeah. Now, I also listen to XM Radio, and also Pop 2K's got the top 100 countdown for the 2000s decade. They started that to begin the new year, which is kind of cool. So that was something to look forward to listen to. And that TikTok rewind I made was pretty fun to make too, with all kinds of creators too. I hope y'all seen that, because that was pretty fun to do. So, with a lot of creators that I put on there, like tall_on, Landon Purifoy, who's this guy? The guy that does impressions of Donald Trump, and who also sang the past 12 months of 2021. Yeah, you know that guy. The guy that made a mashup of Britney Spears songs when they were talking about her getting the vaccine, and she was pretending he was talking to a doctor by playing some of Britney's songs. That was kind of funny. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff going on, a lot of great for this channel. So yeah, if you haven't watched the recent video of my trip down there with this slideshow, I'll definitely have a link down below it. You should definitely check it out. A lot of fun memories down the road, and always a good time, and always has been. So just nothing but good old past fun from the past. So that'll be it for this video. I want to thank you for watching, and do subscribe for more videos. And hope you all have a happy new year, and I'll see you guys in another video. And who knows what I'll be doing. I did get a new Zoom, so I might try that out or do something. But anyway, as for me, I'll be out. Peace.